Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Chalchitra Talks, Best of Series. और आज हम बात करने वाले हैप्पी राखी बाय द वे गाइस हैप्पी राखी टू एवरीवन
Thank
राखी आज है या कल है हमें चैट में बताइए
It's very confusing, no?
Rakhi Sawant is every day.
yeah no but like how many of you celebrated Rakhi today
Apparently, abhi muhurt hai na, like कुछ तो है कि you have to tie it after 8 p.m. नहीं तो कुछ तो हो जाएगा आपके साथ तो ऐसा पता नहीं I don't know.
Oh. My family's astrologer, and then my mother told me कि सुबह 6 से 8 था, फिर then you had 10 to 12, then you had abhi evening का. It's very. I don't
nice
even understand these things.
हमारे यहाँ भी होने वाला है like after this stream I will get मेरी बहन ने courier की है राखी तो like then I will tie it I guess.
या तो गाइज आज की चालू करते हैं आज की बातचीत और आज हम बेस्ट ऑफ लाइक डिस्कस करने वाले हैं गदर टू गाइज जितने भी लोग हमारा टाइटल देख के रहे हैं हमने क्या इम्पैक्ट वैल्यू एक वर्ड होता है ना क्या
Clickbait. The word you are looking for is clickbait.
वो हमने क्लिकबेट के लिए डाला था बट आई डोंट नो डिड एनीवन सी गदर टू
I've seen Gadar too.
I wanted to watch Gadar too. I did not get the time.
हाउ इज इट हिंडोल गदर टू
The experience was great. Yeah.
मेरे को एक्चुअली गदर 1 पसंद आई थी मैं इसलिए पूछ रहा हूँ
See, I hadn't seen Gadar 1 for the longest time until recently. They had re-released Gadar 1 in June. तो मैंने तब देखी थी and उसमें भी like पूरा hall भरा हुआ था and everyone was like cheering for every single line, song, सब पे सीटियाँ तालियाँ पड़ रही थी. I was like, okay, this is going to be like something. So yeah, I was a fan of the experience, not of the movie as much. So
got it so anything जो which was like very ऐसे कोई guilty pleasure type चीज वानी दिशा आप लोगों ने इस महीने देखी हो जो आपको पसंद आई
I rewatched a lot of things I used to when I was in class 10th and 12th. One of them was Grey's Anatomy. So I'm rewatching it all over again.
नाइस
Yeah.
उसके कितने 18 सीजन है कितने सीजन है
I
Grey-
don't know. I finished watch. I stopped watching after Derek Shepherd dies. Like that was the end. That's the
Got
last
that.
episode I've seen. So whatever episode it is, like that's the last season and episode that I've seen of Grey's Anatomy. But yeah, I'm
Got it.
rewatching it, and it's not
Got
as bad as I thought it was at one point.
हाँ
At least the initial episodes, really nice and sweet.
हाँ गाइज हमारे जो प्रोड्यूसर हैं आज के कैन दे प्लीज चेंज गदर टू रॉक्स टू समथिंग एल्स कैंसर मतलब लाइक ये हमारे हम ठीक है टाइटल में आ गए डबल डाउन मत करिए इस पे ठीक है तो अब हम दिशा से पूछेंगे दिशा विच इज दैट लाइक वन थिंग a guilty pleasure watch that you had in the month of August that you really liked
Guilty pleasure. I wouldn't say it's a guilty pleasure because it's actually a really good show. But I watched this again, Modern Family, and this is like the seventh time I'm watching it all over again. So I was feeling a little guilty. I'm not exploring anything new, but it's really comforting. And I have already watched Grey's Anatomy like 10 times, so that's the only
Have you
reason I
finished
didn't
all
watch it
the
again.
episodes, Disha?
I think I stopped when Christina leaves. Until that season, I've watched everything. But they apparently have a new season with COVID and everything. That I haven't watched.
I haven't seen those. I think Christina leaves before Derek Shepherd dies, right? I think soon after Derek Shepherd also passes away.
After he dies, I think after everyone is dead from the first two seasons, that's when she leaves.
Yeah. I think so as well. Nice.
Yeah.
तो मैं एक यहाँ पे लाइक द रिकमेंडेशन ऐड करना चाहता हूँ इट्स अ वेरी रैंडम रिकमेंडेशन बट देयर इज अ गूगल क्रोम एक्सटेंशन गाइस थोड़ा वील बी ऑल ओवर द प्लेस टुडे बिकॉज ये वो महीना नहीं था कि जहाँ सबने बारबी ओपनहाइमर देखी है ठीक है गाइस सो जस्ट बेयर विद अस सो द रिकमेंडेशन आई हैव फॉर यू इज एन एक्सटेंशन कॉल्ड रिटर्न यूट्यूब डिसलाइक्स so if you install this extension you will start seeing dislikes on like every YouTube video like before and it's very easy to install and it looks very original ऐसा नहीं है कि कुछ हाल है जहाँ पे पहले होता था वहीं पे आपको YouTube dislikes दिखाई देंगे So the recommendation number one from me is return
So
YouTube
the
dislikes.
actual dislikes are the real actual number of the dislikes?
Yes, yes, yes.
नहीं, आई एम
So
हैप्पी लिविंग इन डिल्यूजन, मेरे को नहीं देखना.
I,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But even I have a guilty pleasure recommendation, and Disha is responsible for this. So there was a reel अभी which I had sent, which was from the show Hage Maru, and उसके बाद मैं पूरा एक Instagram पे अकाउंट है, उसका नाम है Hage Maru Humors. तो ये पूरा अकाउंट में आपको पूरा शो देखने मिल जाएगा. So they've cut out like ऐसे gags and everything.
oh,
तो
nice.
एक मैं अभी ट्वीट भी किया था कि like whoever decided that the Hindi dub of Hagemaru should have a Gujarati accent should get a Nobel Prize, and a lot of people
You
resonated
know,
with
I was gonna ask you for credit over there, but then I wasn't sure if I was the one who bought, because I think I sent you something related to Hagemaru
yeah,
and we had a whole conversation.
yeah. No, I said it. मैंने focus group testing की थी तुम्हारे ऊपर, and then I yeah.
Okay.
Nice. I think we should also like showcase a few comments. Like कोई अच्छा
हाँ,
comment आया क्या? Gadar 3 had Baghi, Gadar 2 had Baghi 3 formula. मैंने
Oh,
दोनों ही नहीं देखी है.
हाँ.
और मेरे को नहीं पता था
yeah.
तीन बागी, मेरे को नहीं पता था तीन बागी आ चुकी हैं.
Okay, guys, but I haven't even watched the first Gadar. Do you
हाँ.
think I would enjoy it if I watch it now?
Yeah, Gadar 1 holds up.
Gadar
मतलब
1
मैं,
is good.
yeah,
Gadar 1 is good. Like Gadar 1 का मैं आज तक ट्रेन वाला सीन
Like,
नहीं भूला
yeah.
हूँ.
do we need to watch Gadar 1 to watch Gadar 2?
हाँ. But if you watch Gadar 2 straight up also, उन्होंने पूरी फिल्म उठा के डाल दी है 1. So ऐसे मतलब बीच बीच में
हाँ.
सीन डाल दिए हैं. ओरिजिनल बैकग्राउंड म्यूजिक भी वही यूज किया है. कैरेक्टर्स के भी मतलब जो जो साइड कैरेक्टर्स एक सीन के लिए आया था उसको भी वापस लेके आए हैं. So you will get
Wow.
the first movie's experience also. पूरा nostalgia ऐसे निचोड़ के उन्होंने डाला है.
I've heard it's very long.
Yeah, it's very long.
Okay.
एक कमेंट आया है, राज डी के एपिसोड वाज
हाँ.
वेरी ग्रेट. थैंक यू सो मच भास्कर. वी विश वी डिड हैव मोर टाइम फॉर इट, बट लाइक जितना हमें लिमिटेड टाइम मिला उसमें हमने अच्छा एपिसोड बनाने की कोशिश की. एंड टॉकिंग अबाउट रिकमेंडेशंस, हमने टाइटल में क्या क्या डाले? गदर टू, गदर एंड
Gadar
ओएमजी.
2, Jawan
Jawan.
and David Fincher.
अच्छा, मैं कहा तीनों. ओएमजी देखी किसी ने?
हाँ, मैंने सो मैंने उस दिन 3 मूवीज देखी थी बैक टू बैक. मैंने जेलर देखी सुबह, फिर मैंने गदर 2 देखी, फिर मैंने ओएमजी 2 देखी.
सबसे पहले मेरे को जेलर का, हिंडोल
Shoot
सबसे पहले
Cinephile.
हाँ,
जेलर का बताओ, जेलर कैसी थी?
जेलर तो आई वाज वेरी हैप्पी कि बिकॉज रजनीकांत की लाइक लास्ट 2-3 फिल्में से ऊपर नीचे थी. सो दिस वाज लाइक अ गुड कमबैक फॉर हिम. एंड लाइक द डायरेक्टर, उसकी भी पिछली फिल्म फ्लॉप हो गई थी, सो एवरीवन वाज लाइक ये चलेगी नहीं चलेगी, बट लाइक वेरी गुड comeback. Has a lot of Breaking Bad references also, so like very enjoyable. So
Lovely.
हाँ, जेलर काफी सही थी.
And the third one, OMG.
हाँ, OMG again मतलब
Oh, even
it's
I saw
हाँ,
OMG. I saw
हाँ,
OMG
you
2
हाँ,
also.
हाँ, Vaani, you will
Oh,
share
I've
your
watched
opinion.
the first part.
हाँ,
Since you guys saw OMG, can I do something?
go for it.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
What
The
was this?
censor,
It was a good film, right?
this was the censor board's reaction to OMG 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
but how was
बताओ
the
वानी
second one?
OMG.
Yeah, I saw
हाँ,
OMG 2
हाँ,
peer pressure में आके, and OMG 2 was surprisingly not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So I ended up watching OMG 1 and I was like, oh, OMG 1 is really nice, but I think the censor board has ruined OMG 2.
yeah. But apparently like OTT पे जब आएगी, so they are saying कि
अनरिल, हाँ,
हाँ,
अनकट वर्जन आएगा,
हाँ,
like OTT पे
director's cut
OMG
of
2.
OMG 2 आएगा. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys,
And
just
again, the intent
हाँ,
is improving like I think Hindol and I were having a
हम्म,
conversation when I saw OMG 2,
हम्म,
and we discussed how intent is improving in
हाँ,
Bollywood cinema. I spoke with
yeah,
Vaibhav actually about this. Sorry,
हम्म,
yeah.
intent is improving in Hindi cinema, but like, ठीक है.
हाँ,
हाँ, नहीं नहीं, this is really good. Guys, एक जस्ट छोटी सी दरख्वास्त है. आज मेरे पास एक प्रॉपर लाइक सेटअप नहीं है बिकॉज आई एम ट्रैवलिंग, तो मेरे को सभी लैगी दिख रहे हैं,
हाँ,
राइट? और मेरे ये रिएक्शंस लेट आ रहे हैं, तो प्लीज मतलब डोंट माइंड ना कि
हाँ.
मतलब मेरे
हाँ.
को वानी
Do
का
you,
लाफ्टर में
हाँ,
10 सेकंड बाद आ रहा है, दिशा मेरे लिए ऐसे है कि ऐसे स्टक है. तो मतलब अभी मेरे लिए बहुत अलग सा ट्रिप चल रही है अभी.
It's
मुझे
you.
भी अब सब लैगी दिख रहा है, तो मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है कि क्या हो रहा है.
Yeah, for me, like Disha is a little laggy.
Guys, ऐसे
Disha, like I
Tripathi,
पर्सनल
yeah.
रिमार्क्स
Yeah,
मत
I
करिएगा.
agree with that.
yeah.
Yeah.
बट अगर दिशा, अगर मेरे को लगता है ना नॉर्मल वेबकैम पे चली जाएंगी तो दिशा का लैग चला जाएगा. दिस इज व्हाट आई थिंक. शी कैन ट्राई
I
दिस.
think, yeah, I should do that.
अच्छा,
Thoughts on
meanwhile,
Ranveer Singh as the new Don? Did the teaser come in August? The Ranveer Singh one.
Yeah.
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 Oh, let's talk about this, guys. Let's talk about this.
Yeah. What do you? You should start with Disha. Yeah.
Huh.
So, again, I haven't really watched Dawn, but I had a very long discussion with somebody about this. And we spoke about all the actors they could have considered. And I have a conclusion on who I would have picked as the new Dawn. And that is my only input here. Do you want to know now or later?
Yeah.
Now,
Now.
now, 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 now.
So, in my opinion, the only actor presently out of all the choices we have who could have pulled it off is Hrithik Roshan.
And interestingly,
Yeah.
Disha, there was a time जहाँ पे एक rumor उठा था कि ऋतिक रोशन is being considered for the next James Bond. तो
Yeah,
मतलब
because Dawn is
But
our
Hrithik
James
Roshan has
Bond.
already been a part of Dawn
हाँ,
1.
Hrithik Roshan is already. You guys don't
He's
know
there,
the
no?
Dawn
Yeah.
lore.
Yeah, but still, like, he's the only one. That is where they messed up. You can't cast somebody. Was he the villain in the? No, Dawn was the villain. So what was Hrithik
Dawn
I
is
think
the
he was
villain,
one of
Dawn
the
is the
bad
hero.
guys also. Yeah. Dawn is, I don't know.
But like, think about it. They had
No,
this
he's
picking was
sold.
so slim. There is just nobody presently I could pick. It took me an hour to think of somebody, and then I arrived at Hrithik Roshan,
And Hrithik
who I'm
Roshan is
not
not like
completely
somebody
convinced.
very. I'm so sorry, I cut you off.
कोई नहीं
God.
guys, कोई बात नहीं. दिशा, आपका एक मैसेज देखा भी. अब you can do that thing जो आपने chat में लिखी है, the
Yeah.
internet.
I'm just gonna come
You
back.
can.
You guys discuss. Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, please, आज like we said, like just be a little easy on us because हमारे आज internet like perfect नहीं है. And I have a recommendation, guys. Like a random, मैं अभी travel कर रहा हूँ तो मैंने आज travel में तमाशा मोड के आने के लिए मैंने एक hat खरीदी. Like I just bought this hat. Like yeah, so मेरे को लगता है बहुत फर्क पड़ता है personalities में when you
Are
like
you going
do
to
stuff
wear it
like
for your trip? During your trip?
this is why I bought it, Vaani. Like I bought it 1 hour back.
Oh. Okay.
So yeah, and I have those red pants, so I think like that's the whole idea कि. और पता है तमाशा में actual उसका एक scene है जहाँ पे रणबीर कपूर ऐसी सी hat पहनता है. मैंने तो ऐसे ही लिख दिया था Everything Club में लोगों ने बताया कि ऐसा भी कुछ है.
So
But yeah.
secretly you are a tamasha lover.
Yeah, man, secretly, non-secretly,
Wait,
unsecretly.
guys, before
biggest-
we proceed any further, guys, please like this stream.
please
There are
like this.
163 people watching us, but it's just 38 people. I can see only 38 likes.
Thanks, Vaani, because again आज comments के लिए भी कुछ नहीं है. There are 160 people watching, guys. जल्दी से 160 likes कर दो. आपके लिए इतने अच्छे guest episodes लेके आ रहे हैं, इतना कुछ कर रहे हैं. 80 likes for Fedora Vaibhav, please. ये क्या है?
And we-
Fedora क्या होता है?
Fedora is the hat that you're wearing.
Ooh.
All you need to do is start tap dancing now.
No,
nice.
now you should get वो hunter, so then you can become like Indiana Jones. So
Yeah. हंटर से पता नहीं क्यों randomly याद आया Guns and Gulabs के बारे में भी हम
good
आज बात
segue.
करेंगे. हाँ. पता नहीं मैंने हंटर और गंज गुलशन नो ऐसी रैंडम या
I've heard it's amazing.
yeah
It's
it's
fun.
it's fun it's
Yeah.
fun
I'm
Yeah.
dying to have a day to myself and watch it.
yeah वो नाइस प्रोड्यूसर ने बहुत अच्छा क्वेश्चन पूछा Vaibhav's had 7.8 और 7.9 but yeah so Vaani you didn't start Guns and Gulab क्या
No. I am waiting for a day off.
got it and Hindol you tell us
I finished it in like I was last week I was studying for something which you know what I was studying for and then that didn't happen so फिर मैंने एक दिन में पूरा बैठ के खत्म कर दिया Guns and Gulabs and my favorite thing from that show is Gulshan कि every time he enters a scene they have built it up so much I love it love the commitment
Nice.
so yeah
nice
I was speaking to a couple of
please go on
I was speaking to a couple of people who've seen the show as well, and everyone loves Gulshan.
yeah
I'm like, okay, nice.
yeah Disha did you watch Guns and Gulab
No. This was a very like low content month for me. मैंने काफी चीजें देखी है, but most of it I think compared to last month, मैंने बहुत कम देखा है इस बार.
Yeah.
And I've also deleted my Instagram properly and I didn't use it at all this month. So I think that is playing a role क्योंकि मुझे कुछ देखने का मन ही नहीं कर रहा है as such. Because when you see reels and stuff on Instagram, you get this FOMO, where you end up watching whatever that's
Yeah.
absent in my
But
life.
Disha, we won't like settle for like आपकी product recommendation तो हमें चाहिए ही चाहिए because वो
Yeah.
फिर आपने एक benchmark बहुत ऊपर set किया हुआ है कि you give us very cool product Reccos, so please give us one cool product Recco.
I have so I drink my coffee वो फेटी हुई जो होती है ना, that is
हाँ
how I like drinking my coffee every day. So there's this electric what is that called, a whisk.
हाँ
Yeah.
अब है
हाँ
ना वो, I got that and it is so good. So पहले I would buy the battery operated ones which would die in a week or so, and I got this one which is chargeable, and it was a little expensive but it has lasted really well. So I would recommend that. I will get it for you in some time. But I wasn't expecting to be put on spot for a year.
no but like ये कितने रुपए का आता है because ये मैंने एक बार कहीं देखा था ना I was also super impressed how expensive is this.
I want to say the one that I got is 1700, which was a little expensive compared to the battery operated ones वो 200-300 के आते हैं. But
Yeah.
Got it.
this is so good, and because it's chargeable तो काफी time चलेगा.
Yeah, got it. So a lot of people want to know कि why you left Insta and like people are disappointed in you. पता नहीं क्या चल रहा है मेरे को comments में नहीं समझ आ रही है ये आपका fan base है जो कुछ कर रहा है. And but we can come back to Guns and Gulab. Hindol, you are the only one who has seen it. I've seen 2 episodes because Raj DK वाले
Yeah.
episodes से पहले मेरे को देखने थे. I really liked it and मेरा चल रहा है अभी काफी खतरनाक राजन डी के फेस चल रहा है like I was talking to अभी a friend recently and I thought like they have this very Miranda July vibe to them but like they do it with such conviction where they bring in the terror also in it, right?
What is a
So
Miranda July vibe? मतलब how do you define?
मिरांडा जुलाई इज दिस ऑथर वानी और मैं उनकी शॉर्ट स्टोरीज पढ़ते थे स्टार्टिंग में वो बहुत ऐसे आ, आ, बहुत वियर्ड चीजें करती हैं अपनी पिक्चरों में राइट और अगर आप लाइक एंड व्हेन आई से वियर्ड इट मींस रियली वियर्ड लाइक जैसे आप लाइक गन्स एंड गुलाब फर्जी फैमिली मैन का कोई भी कैरेक्टर उठा लो उनकी कुछ ऐसी हरकतें होती हैं कि कोई और फिल्म मेकर वो नहीं कर पाएगा
Right.
या कोई और वो राइटर नहीं सोच पाएगा एंड कि अगर कोई एक्स्ट्रा बैकग्राउंड में कुछ कर रहा है या जब आप एक 5 स्टार होटल में जाते हो तो जब आप खाना ऑर्डर कर रहे हो एंड दे डू इट विद सच कन्विक्शन
Yeah.
it's just like it blows my mind so that is why I really I am like अभी जैसे मैं फर्जी भी देख रहा हूँ because फर्जी मेरे सारे बहुत delayed चल रहे थे but because of the Rajan DK episode like I watched everything and I just like really like how much conviction these guys have in what they do. Yeah.
I think you should watch 99 the next क्योंकि 99 is like their most underrated ऐसे movie. तो उसमें कुणाल खेमू is there, Cyrus Brocha is there, and
Yeah.
उसमें it's like 100% उनका control है कि like everything is just like nonsense for the purpose of nonsense. तो वो काफी सही. Baman Irani is in it. Yeah.
और मेरे को शोर इन द सिटी का कॉन्सेप्ट बहुत लेट पता चला था कि
Yeah.
शोर इन द सिटी का कॉन्सेप्ट ये कि बाहर शोर हो रहा है तो कुछ लोग लाइक एक
हाँ.
रॉबरी करने चले जाते हैं.
Yeah.
Crazy man, like these guys really like know what they are doing. So yeah, Guns and Gulab is something that like I'll finish. Chat में लोग क्या कह रहे हैं Guns and Gulab के बारे में?
पाना टीपू राजकुमार राव के उसके बारे में बात हो रही है. A lot of people who didn't like Guns and Gulab मतलब ऐसे भी कुछ लोग हैं and उनका भी criticism valid है कि lot of people left it midway कि यार ये मतलब this is not leading anywhere, like there's no point to any of this. So I would suggest कि give it a chance because episode 7 में everything pays off and it's like a 1 hour long episode with an interval. तो it's like a proper movie जो पूरा है climax. So everything comes together in that. So like थोड़ा patience के साथ देखो बहुत मजा आएगा. So yeah.
Got it. Now I think अभी सबका इंटरनेट बढ़िया हो गया and वैभव हिंदी नहीं people who speak Tamil also watching your like live. तमिल से याद आया. I'm right now in your hometown guys. It's just like a like producer जी हमारे मजे लेते हुए sorry like बीच में like चीजें change हो रही हैं. I just loved Guns and Gulab. Every frame was lovely. Akash Singh is saying.
Yeah, it's very well shot. And also ऐसे trivia note पे the guy who shot Tumbad has shot Guns and Gulabs एंड ही ऑल्सो शॉट हैदर, तो मतलब काफी बढ़िया डीओपी है पंकज कुमार जिन्होंने शो शूट किया, सो वेरी नाइसली शॉट।
Yeah. And I also have been watching this show thanks to the Sudeep Sharma episode. And I'm late to the party by 20 years, but the show I'm watching is The Wire. And The Wire has, there are two shows which are called the greatest of all time, The Sopranos and The Wire. Sopranos मैं को already बहुत पसंद है, Wire मैं अभी देख रहा हूँ, मेरे को बहुत ज़्यादा पसंद आ रहा है. I'm currently on season 2 and I'm loving every second of it. Like it's like that show जो मेरा एक फ्रेंड ने बताया था कि ये वाले शो ना विस्की के जैसे होते हैं. Like my friend told me कि जब उसकी ऐसे वाइफ चली जाती है ना, जब वो अकेला होता है तब वो बैठ के देखता है कि अब एक एपिसोड देखेंगे हफ्ते का एक. Like you drag these shows because आपको डर ये है कि यार ये खत्म ना हो जाए शो. So Wire I have been watching like this कि I'm afraid कि ये खत्म हो जाएगा. So I watch one episode a week. I have no rush of like binge watching it. बिंज कर लिया एक दिन तो भी ठीक है, नहीं किया तो भी ठीक है. But I'm so glad like I'm watching it like, and I would recommend it to every person. It's very slow, but like you are going to love it. है ना? So that is there. And do you guys like, again we are going all over the place, but like do you guys have any other recommendations? Do you guys want to talk about anything?
Yeah, from Guns and Gloves, because it's on Netflix. I saw this movie on Netflix this month. It's called Kathal. And I had been reading it. It's really, really nice. It has, forgetting the name of everybody.
सानिया मलो.
Yes, and she's amazing. She's fabulous.
I didn't hear good things about Kathal. मेरे को जितना याद है,
मुझे
sorry.
अच्छी लगी थी. It's
Got it.
also I
No,
kind
tell me, why is it good? Like that's why I'm trying to understand.
This is a story about एक पॉलिटिशियन है, उसके घर में 3 कटहल हैं जो उसने उगाए हैं बहुत प्यार से, एंड apparently they are from this Japanese breed कटहल की, and they get stolen. And now she's an inspector, DSP I think in that area, and वो सारा काम छोड़ के उसे बोला है कि तुम ये कटहल ढूंढ के लाओ, कहाँ पे किसने चुराए, क्या चुराए. Like now a sabzi has been stolen, how do you figure out who's stolen it? Like मतलब it's a strange case, but then it's just about the whole episode. It's funny movie, fun watch. Yeah.
Nice. And Disha, anything else that you would like to recommend, like koi aur cheez?
So I have a few recommendations that are listed down since we all are doing Notion this year. So should I start with my list? Yeah.
Yes, please do. And I'm so glad we all are doing Notion now. मैं ऐसे आंसू निकले थे भाई मेरे देख
But
के.
I have to say this, I felt so bad. I think Nenika must have made the proper table वगैरह. वो सब मैंने सब हटा दिया, and I put a small page and I felt guilty, okay? So I went and I checked कि हिंदौल कैसे कर रहा है, और उसने भी वो पूरा इग्नोर कर
But
दिया.
yeah, हिंडोल ने भी अपने स्टाइल से किया हुआ था. Yeah.
Yeah, but I made a normal list only. So one of the best things I watched this month is this movie on Prime called Women Talking. You guys must have heard about it क्योंकि उसको Oscar भी मिला था for the best adapted screenplay, and it was such a great film. It's basically about this group of women, and the whole movie is just them having a conversation, and it's based in this मतलब they live in this community called the Mennonite community, and it's a very conservative isolated religion. And क्या होता है कि this is a true story, by the way. So like the movie is fictional, but the story is true, the context is true. So in the community for 4 years, women would wake up and they would find out that they'd been raped, but उन्हें कुछ पता नहीं होता है कि कैसे हुआ है, क्या हुआ है. And all the people around them keep telling them कि it's an act of Satan, it's an act of ghosts, and it's something else doing it. It's nothing's happening to you, no one's doing it to you, something else is doing it. So this goes on for many years until one day they catch a few men who are part of the community itself. So what they had been doing is that so जो cow tranquilizers होते हैं, they can be released in gas form as well, right? So they would find a victim and they would gas the victim's house entirely. So even the victim would be drugged, the entire family would be drugged, and then they would go rape the victim. So ये पकड़े जाते हैं लोग वगैरह, and the men of the community who have an understanding कि ये सब हो रहा है, they decide कि they are going to like they get caught, तो वो decide करते हैं कि जो अटैकर्स है उनकी बेल पोस्ट करेंगे और उनको वापस लेके आएंगे. एंड उनके पास द women who have been attacked, they just have 2 days to decide what to do. So whether they want to stay and forgive these men, or they want to leave the colony completely, or ऐसे सब options. And the whole movie is them having that conversation, and it is so
Oh,
so beautiful. I mean, it is very triggering, so trigger warning there, but I don't think
wow.
I've watched something so impactful in a very
ये
long time.
कहाँ देखी? दिस इज सच ग्रेट एक्सप्लेनेशन डूड. लाइक आई एम लाइक टोटली राइटिंग दिस इन माय टू वॉच. ये कहाँ देखी आपने?
This is on Prime, and it's a very short film. I think 1 hour, just 1 hour 15 minutes or something. Very short.
वाह.
And ऐसे ही कुछ movies होती है ना जिनके words कम होते हैं but बहुत intentional होते हैं. It's one of those. Each dialogue is so, it carries so much weight कि you feel like you need to sit with it for a while and see कि ये कहना क्या चाह रहे हैं और इसके पीछे और क्या क्या है. And
And it has such a great cast, dude. Rooney Mara, Frances
yeah,
McDormand, like holy shit, like yeah.
and the soundtrack is so good. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but she's the same woman who gave the music for Chernobyl and Joker. It's so so beautiful.
Oh, what are you saying?
Yeah, so lovely. And I
Because
think yeah, go on.
I got obsessed with the lady who had given the. I am assuming she's a lady, like you said, like जिन्होंने
Yeah.
चर्नोबिल का
Hilda
चर्नो
something.
हाँ, dude, चर्नोबिल का मैं कितनी बार सुनता हूँ, the bridge of death and all those things. तो big उन्होंने एक और जोकर का भी दिया था शायद, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah,
Like
Joker and Chernobyl and this now.
हाँ. Yeah, thank you वरुण. ये जो हिल्दूर के आगे जो लिखा है ना, ये जो प्रोनाउंस करेगा उसको मैं एक बहुत बड़ा शाउट आउट देने वाला है. ये जो लिखा है उससे याद आया, शाउट आउट से मेरे को आज एक पोएट्री सुनानी थी, बिकॉज लास्ट टाइम एक बंदे ने कमेंट किया था. लास्ट बेस्ट ऑफ में हमारी बात हुई थी कि जो भी वो कमेंट करेगा लाइक मैं फिर आज एक इम्प्रॉम्प्टू पोएट्री करूंगा, ठीक है? प्लीज लाइक रिटेंशन एंड में करेंगे, नहीं तो रिटेंशन कम हो जाएगा. बट
Also, Disha's recommendation reminded me of this video I saw recently on YouTube. It's called Greenland's Lost Generation, and it's by BBC World Service.
वाओ.
And so, Greenland is kind of a protectorate of Denmark. So, it was actually a colony earlier, but then it became a country later, like in the 1950s and everything. And Denmark, despite that, kept a total control of the country even after that. And the population of Greenland was rising a lot because the inhabitants had a very traditional, um, they liked large families in general. The tradition was of keeping large families, and of course the development and modernization was happening. So to tackle this problem, what the Danish government did was that, and to control the obviously rising population, they started inserting IUDs into little women's bodies across the entire country
डैम.
when they were 12 and 13. And nobody knew of it. There was no consent taken. There was no college. And this was done over the years across the entire country of Greenland. And this was the time when the first IUDs came into being. So it was not very modern, and it was very painful, and the women were not able to have kids eventually. And it was just like a copper coil, so a lot of them also started getting infected, and eventually they died, or they had diseases, etc. And I think up until 5 years ago nobody knew of this. So it's something that we realized very recently. It started happening in 1950s, and we came to realize it 5 to 7 years ago. I'm not certain of the exact time. And the girls at that point just used to be sent to the doctor's appointment one by one, like हमारा होता है कि पोलियो की मेडिसिन ले लो, ये वो जो भी है. And they arranged for doctor's appointment, and they would not even know what happened to them. And they got to know of it years later that they won't be able to have kids. So this entire sort of, I don't know, I think it's not a very long video, roughly 20 to 30 minutes long. And yeah, so it's about women who are discovering. So like women are grandmothers' age. Some of them have survived, and now they're telling these stories. So it was very horrifying.
Damn. On the same thread, I have a recommendation. and इतना extreme नहीं है, but this is still extreme what I watch. And interestingly, this was recommended it to me by my parents, and I was so impressed. मेरे पेरेंट्स ने कहा कि हमने एक मूवी देखी नेटफ्लिक्स, मैंने कहा हाँ देखी होगी, क्या क्या ये कितनी अच्छी होगी, एंड मैं बस सुन रहा हूँ लाइक नहीं बहुत अच्छी थी, एंड देन दे टोल्ड मी द मूवी, so I Google searched it, and I'm like what, like आप ये देख रहे हो, and I was so impressed, and I'll tell you about this. This movie is called Run. Okay, this came out in 2020. It's made by Anish Chagante. Might be pronouncing his name incorrectly. He's the same guy who's made Searching. Okay, this movie has Sarah Paulson in it, and this is the story of a mother and a daughter. एंड इसमें दिखाया डॉटर जो होती है ना, उसको बहुत सारी डिजीजेज होती हैं, उसको अस्थमा होता है, उसकी हार्ट रेट बड़ी, उसमें इनवेरिएबिलिटी होती है, वो चल नहीं सकती, मतलब शी इज पार्शली क्रिपल्ड आल्सो। दुनिया की जितनी आप बीमारियां सोच सकते हो उस बच्ची को होती हैं। एंड हाउ कम, एंड धीरे धीरे आप रियलाइज करते हो कि जो मदर और डॉटर का जो रिलेशनशिप है ना, मतलब बहुत थोड़ा वियर्ड सा है। और बचपन से इस बच्ची को एक दवाई दी जाती है, एक रंग दिखाया जाता है हरे कलर का, और उसको दी जाती है कि यार ये दवाई खाओ, आप इससे ठीक रहोगे। धीरे धीरे शी स्टार्ट्स क्वेश्चनिंग कि मेरे को दवाई क्या खिलाई जा रही है, जैसे जैसे वो बड़ी होती है। एंड इट्स पूरी पिक्चर बहुत सिक्लूडेड है कि we will just see this mother and the daughter staying together and they are having doubts about each other. Ki, why is she giving me this? Like, is she even good? Is this medicine even good? And the pursuit of this young girl to start googling, उसको इंटरनेट एक्सेस भी नहीं होती, कि वो देख भी नहीं सकती उसको क्या दवाई दी जाती है, एंड वो गूगल करने की कोशिश करती है तो माँ अगले दिन लाइक वायर काट देती है। इट्स, और आपको धीरे धीरे लगता है कि कहाँ जा रहा है, व्हाई इज द मदर डूइंग दिस, व्हाई इज द डॉटर लाइक डाउटिंग हर मदर, एंड इट्स अ रियली गुड मूवी। ओके, एंड बट आई वुड रिकमेंड कि अगर आपको लग रहा है कि हाँ ये तो दिस इज जस्ट लाइक एनी अदर थ्रिलर, वॉच इट फॉर द लास्ट 30 seconds। लास्ट में एक इतना बड़ा एक फ्लिप है ना,
30 seconds.
30 seconds, last 30 seconds, like maybe the last dialogue, if I may say, the last dialogue. So I was just so happy because Anish Chagande, मेरे को पता है कि normal picture नहीं बना सकता, he is now reached a skill set level where his bad work would also be A minus, right? So तो मेरे को वही लग रहा था यार ये तो ठीक है, but like क्या है इसमें?
Is it
There's
based
a
on
good,
that disorder? Munchausen, जो भी sharp
मेरे को
objects. Is
पता
it?
है दिशा, the first fucking thing which came to my mind was ये तो sharp objects है, this is
हाँ.
sharp objects। Oh, there is a term for it, वापस बताना क्या है?
Munchausen syndrome.
Munchausen syndrome is a psychological condition where someone pretends to be ill or deliberately produces symptoms of illness in themselves. Their main intention is to assume the sick role so that people care for them. Okay, it's
And
not
there is
like sharp.
another term कि जिसपे you purposely make the other person sick so that you can be
Yeah,
there. उसका भी
yeah.
वही
इसका
नाम
भी मेरे को नाम बताना, क्योंकि है ना, ये भी मेरे को जानना है, क्योंकि बट द मूवी, I would like to know how you guys perceive it, but it definitely made me think of sharp objects. Definitely. तो रन आप लोगों को देखनी चाहिए। अगेन हम फीमेल सेंट्रिक फिल्म्स की बात कर रहे थे, तो मेरे दिमाग में वो एक पिक्चर है। इट्स कूल ना हाउ हम सबके एक दूसरे की रिकमेंडेशंस नोशन पे देख सकते हैं, लाइक दिस इज वेरी कूल। एंड yeah man, and then I also rewatched a film। पहले आप लोग और बताइए, like I'll come to something।
Okay, let's talk about rewatches
हाँ,
because I
yeah,
think हमने काफी rewatch किया।
मैं एक, मेरे को
This is-
लगता है दिशा हमने हिंडोल से एक भी नहीं ली, जैसे हमने सब
हाँ
एक
यार,
एक दे
yes.
दी। हिंडोल, you should also give one recommendation।
हाँ, so ये भी मूवी रिकमेंडेशन है। इट्स अ मच लाइटर मूवी कंपेयर्ड टू जो आप लोगों ने बताया, बट इट्स स्टिल अबाउट लाइक स्टैंडिंग अप फॉर योरसेल्फ एंड लाइक फाइटिंग अगेंस्ट द इनजस्टिस। तो इसका मैं वन लाइन बताता हूँ फिल्म का क्या है कि सोचो कि आप दुनिया के सबसे बड़े फट्टू इंसान हो, आपकी हर बात तो फट जाती है, बट योर इनर मोनोलॉग इज अ सुपर हीरो। तो ये है फिल्म का कॉन्सेप्ट। ये तमिल फिल्म है, इसका नाम मावीरन है, एंड दिस इज अबाउट अ गाय हु मेक्स कॉमिक बुक्स अबाउट सुपर हीरोज। हाँ, it is about a guy who draws comic books about superheroes, and then due to a lot of events the superhero kind of comes alive through him, and it's a very cool way of, मतलब मैंने आज तक ऐसे मसाला मूवीज में नहीं देखा कि एक प्रोटैगनिस्ट है जो फट्टू है एंड वो स्टार्ट टू एंड फट्टू रहता है एंड डिस्पाइट दैट ही इज फाइटिंग विद विलन्स, ही इज लाइक बीटिंग अप पीपल एंड वो सब कर रहा है लाइक टिपिकल जो करना चाहिए एक्शन हीरो को, बट लाइक देयर इज दैट एडेड लेयर टू इट. तो काफी सही लगी मुझे. इट हैज सम इश्यूज बट लाइक आई विल, बिकॉज द कॉन्सेप्ट इज सो गुड, I will like kind of let it go. So it's on Prime, so you should definitely check it out.
नाइस. मैं सुना पूरा. आई हैड टू गो ओपन द डोर बट मैं पॉडकास्ट के जैसा आपको पूरा सुनता हुआ गया. या एंड नाउ वी कैन कम टू द थिंग व्हिच दिशा वाज सेइंग कि रीवॉचेस. क्या कह रहे थे आप दिशा?
Yeah, I was going to say rewatches, but ये मैंने देखी नहीं, मैंने अभी पहली बार देखी. I just realized, but it's an old film, that's why I put that in that category. But so the thing is कि I was listening to songs of this Hindi, not it's not a Hindi film as such, उसका वो बना था a lot, especially because it's raining so much. And फिर मैंने अभी finally देखी. I watched Roja, जैसे भी बोलते हैं, and it was so nice. I mean थोड़ा यहाँ वहाँ, but it was so nice, and it is, the songs are so beautiful. और have you guys watched the movie?
Yeah,
I mean हिंदौल ने तो देखी होगी.
मैंने भी, मेरे को जब से तमीज आई है पिक्चरें देखने की, मैंने तब नहीं देखी. Because there are a few films which I don't consider having watched because I watched them when I think aesthetics of movie watching were not that good. So उसके बाद से मेरा देखना बहुत जरूरी है. So like would you recommend that I watch it like ASAP?
Not ASAP, but take your time, because I think it is a very important film.
Yeah.
And even I, same as you, I think there are a lot of important films that I haven't watched that I'm coming to watch now, and I'm deliberately putting that in. And interestingly, what I found is when I was looking on Wikipedia, it's not a trilogy as such, but उसपे लिखा हुआ है कि दिल से, Roja and Bombay is 3-part project of Mani Ratnam.
Yeah.
But how are the songs so good for all three? Did he collaborate with? I know A.R. Rahman is involved.
Yeah, this was A.R. Rahman's first album, like first movie ever.
Wow.
Yeah? No.
Yeah, this was his first movie.
Wow. काफी कूल. मैं एक चीज ऐड करना चाहता हूँ गाइस. दिशा, दिस इज अ रिकमेंडेशन पर्टिकुलरली फॉर यू. मैंने वानी को ऑलरेडी की हुई है. ये अगेन एक फीमेल सेंट्रिक मूवी है. मेरा थोड़ा दिमाग ही खराब हो गया था. मैं अभी शॉक्ड हूँ मैंने इस पे 5 स्टार्स क्यों नहीं दिए थे नोशन पे. दिस इज अ फिल्म जो मूवी पे है. इसका नाम है रिटर्न टू सोल. ओके, दिस इज अबाउट दिस गर्ल जो ऐसे बड़ी इंडिपेंडेंट सी बंदी होती है, बट वो पूरी लाइफ ना फ्रांस में पली बड़ी हुई है बिकॉज उसके जो जो उसके पेरेंट्स थे जिन्होंने उसको अडॉप्ट किया था वो वहाँ रहते थे, बट उसके बायोलॉजिकल पेरेंट्स रहते हैं लाइक सोल में. ठीक है, पिक्चर स्टार्ट होती है सोल से. अभी आपको पता नहीं अपने बायोलॉजिकल पेरेंट्स को ढूंढने आई है या मतलब क्यों आई है. धीरे धीरे यू रियलाइज there is this whole process that you have to go through if you want to make a contact with your biological parents. They also need to say yes if they want to meet you. So basically क्या होता है, उसके पापा जी हाँ बोल देते हैं बायोलॉजिकल पेरेंट कि मैं तुमसे मिल लूंगा. माँ मना कर देती है. माँ के एंड से कुछ आता ही नहीं है. एंड लाइक वो पागल हो जाती है कि ये क्या हुआ, व्हाई डजंट माय बायोलॉजिकल मदर डजंट वांट टू मीट मी. बट शी मीट्स द फादर एंड फादर हैज दिस गिल्ट कि मैं जब मेरे पास पैसे नहीं थे इसलिए मेरे को तुम्हें आई डिसाइडेड कि आई लेट यू गो, और मैं इसलिए मैंने आपको ऐसे दे दिया था. बट इट्स सच तो आप इस लड़की की साइकी देखते हो वो बड़ी हो रही है कि क्या मतलब, बिकॉज द फिल्म इज इन द सिटी सोल फॉर अ वेरी एक्सटेंडेड पीरियड ऑफ टाइम. एंड जो उसका परस्यूट है ऑफ फाइंडिंग अ बायोलॉजिकल पेरेंट, इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट एनी अदर फिल्म जहाँ आप किसी एक इंसान को ढूंढने जाते हो. यहाँ पे you'll be so much invested in the protagonist, that lady, and how her personality has changed, knowing कि उसके biological parent उससे मिलना चाहते हैं, नहीं मिलना चाहते हैं, mother मिलेगी नहीं मिलेगी, the things she gets into when she's staying in Seoul for such a long time. It blew my mind. It fucking blew my mind. Like how well. मैंने वानी को बोलता, वानी you need to watch it. Like and like Disha again, like particularly I think फीमेल्स को ये जिस लेवल पे हिट करेगी ना, मतलब एनीवे इट्स अ 10/10 फिल्म, बट मेरे को लगता है वो एक लेवल और ऊपर अप्रिशिएट कर पाएंगे रिटर्न टू सोल को. आई मतलब अगेन लाइक मेरे रोंगटे खड़े हो रहे हैं थिंकिंग अबाउट द फिल्म, बिकॉज आई विल टेल यू स्मॉल नुआंस इन दिस. जो फादर होते हैं ना, फादर को गिल्ट होती है कि मैं मेरी बच्ची के लिए कुछ नहीं कर पाया, मेरी बच्ची को बोल रहे मेरे साथ एक दिन रुक जा। फादर क्या करते हैं, फादर उसको ड्रंक टेक्सटिंग करने लग जाते हैं कि बेटा मैं तेरे लिए कुछ नहीं कर पाया, कुछ नहीं कर रहा। नाउ यू विल थिंक इट इज क्रीपी, ओके, कि फादर ये कर रहा है, बट वहां पे समझाते हैं ये तो कल्चर है, दैट ही इज एन इमोशनल फादर। एंड लाइक तो फादर धीरे धीरे ना उसको रात को कॉल करने लग जाते हैं कि तू प्लीज हमारे साथ रुक जा, तू वापस पेरिस मत जा। And they do such a fine job in making you realize that he is not being creepy. He's just overtly emotional. And they like call this thing out on a dinner table कि यार बाप रात को 3 बजे बच्ची को ऐसे messages भेज रहा है, कॉल कर रहा है कि प्लीज मत जा, प्लीज मत जा। He's crossing boundaries. But this fine line between is he crossing boundaries or is he being overtly emotional? एंड सच अ क्रेजी इमोशन कि वो फादर से मिली और फादर अब बिल्कुल डेस्परेट हो गया, प्लीज रुक जा, अब मेरे को तेरा ध्यान रखने दे। द बायोलॉजिकल पेरेंट इज नाउ कि तू अब मैं एक्चुअली तेरा। ब्रो सच अ क्रेजी फिल्म। एंड भैया पता नहीं यार, ये मूवी A24 वालों को कुछ आता है जो बाकी दुनिया को बात समझ नहीं आती है। मैं सीरियसली बोल रहा हूँ कि ये 2-3 ऐसे प्रोडक्शन हाउसेस और डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन प्लेटफॉर्म्स हैं, दे गेट the nuance of art right and return to soul as a film like that. So 100% Disha, मतलब and all, have you also watched it? मैंने आपको भी I remember sending you a voice note after
when you did
like
the reel, अभी है मेरी लिस्ट में। I'm going to watch past lives, उसके बाद मैं ये देखूंगा।
यार past lives कहाँ देख रहे हो भाई, कहाँ? अच्छा got it. ये हमारा जो सुदीप शर्मा वाला एपिसोड था कौन सा, जहाँ पे हमने ये करना चालू कर दिया, it means
yeah, he did it, so like now it's the official code.
yeah. And just quickly seeing another film that I watched was Everybody Loves Jian. ये भी मूवी पे है, ये भी आप देख सकते हैं। और
इसमें भी I think कुछ तो inner monologue वाली चीज है ना, which is
oh
why
yeah dude, in this a lady has a very funny inner monologue जिसके आप animations देखते हो, मतलब अगर and it has this feminine energy like जो एनिमेशन में दिखाई है। like अगर एक लड़की एयरपोर्ट पे बैठी है और उसको एक क्यूट गाय दिखाई देता है on the airport, and the inner monologue she is having then, so you see like 4 or 5 little ladies dancing in her mind very cutely, hand drawn animations and the things they are calling that girl like it's very funny. Everybody Loves Jian, so nicely made film. I wouldn't rate it as high as Return to Soul, but it's also like fun watch.
because the movie I recommended उसमें भी वही inner monologue वाला सीन है, तो it's like a voice in his head। तो विजय सेतुपति ने वो वॉइस दी है, एंड वो ऐसे like dramatic जैसे नरेशन होता है ना कि अब हीरो 4 गुंडों को लात मारेगा, वो वैसे नरेशन देता है और फिर बोलता है अरे मैं कैसे मारूं, तो वो ऊपर देख के बात करता है, ऊपर इज लाइक जो भी नरेटर है वैसे। तो हीरो और इनर मोनोलॉग का कॉन्वर्सेशन चल रहा है और उसके बीच में एक्शन भी हो रहा है, सो इट्स लाइक वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग डन।
मेरे को हिंडोल वानी एक चीज बताओ भाई, लाइक कितने हो गए हैं? और मेरे पास कुछ नहीं है, व्यूज कितने लोग देख रहे हैं, कितने लाइक हैं?
184 people are watching and there are 106 likes.
गाइस प्लीज लाइक कर दो स्ट्रीम। आपको लग रहा है हम ऐसे क्यों ऐसे मांगने लग जाते हैं लाइक्स? लिटरली व्यूअरशिप बढ़ती है, इट लाइक पुशेस अस टू वॉच सो मेनी थिंग्स, मेक दीज लिस्ट टू कम बैक। आप लोगों को लग रहा होगा हाँ ठीक है ये तो बोलते रहते हैं, यूट्यूबर है, अगर आप कहीं ऐसे चलते चलते ट्रैवल करते देख रहे हो, बट यू वुड बी सरप्राइज टू नो कि कितना फर्क पड़ता है जब आप लाइव स्ट्रीम को लाइक करते हो। If you take this live stream to 1000 likes, I'm telling you guys, these are like game changers। and इतनी मेहनत से अब, क्योंकि आप देखो हम कितने कम लाइव स्ट्रीम करते हैं मेन चैनल पे, सो इट जस्ट पुशेस अप मोर लाइक कि ओ देयर आर 500 likes now, so let's do it more, so please thank you Nitin is saying 200k loading and पहले सबसे पहले आप 200 लाइक कराओ, 200k पहुंच जाएंगे। ओके 200k से ऐसे हमने सेगवेज भी ऐसे हो रहे हैं कि हमें पता है कहाँ ले। 200k से याद आया, अभी इंस्टाग्राम पे हमारे 100k like followers like we have crossed and we are very happy about it। So I don't know if you guys follow us on Instagram or not, but you जैसे इंस्टा वालों को हमें बोलते हैं I don't know if you guys know if we have a YouTube channel। Do you guys know how active we are on Instagram and the crazy work Akash Hindol and the whole team is doing? मैंने कल सबको हिंडोल की स्टोरीज पे रीडायरेक्ट किया था He had written such an emotional post and such a nice post. Like he gave credit to everyone, so it was so cool. Yeah. तो हिंडोल आप कुछ बोलना चाहते हैं? आप लाइक वो ओम
हाँ
शांति ओम वाली स्पीच देना चाहते हैं
नहीं
वाली?
नहीं नहीं, वही है ना, सी द थिंग इज ऐसे क्रिटिसिज्म डील करना आता है कि लाइक आई कैन टेल यू, हाँ ओके दिस इज, कोई तारीफ करे तो फिर मतलब व्हाट आर यू सपोज टू डू? इट्स लाइक कि कोई हैप्पी बर्थडे गा रहा है आपके लिए ना, वो व्हाट डू यू डू, आप ऐसे खड़े रहोगे क्या? तो वो वाला सीन है, बट लाइक या थैंक यू एवरीवन कि ये हो गया।
Yeah.
एंड अब क्या करते रहना है और क्या।
करते रहो गाइस, जल्दी से इंस्टा को 500 के एंड यूट्यूब को 500 के पे लेके जाना है।
अभी के
एंड
में नहीं, अभी सीधा एम की बात होगी, है ना?
नाउ वी टॉक इन एम्स। हम हाँ, किलोमीटर से माइल पे आ गए गाइस हम अब हम ठीक है। एंड एस्ट्रॉइड सिटी की इतनी बुराइयां सुन रहा हूँ ना गाइस मैं। मेरी आज ऋत्विक से बात हुई। वो एक तो ऋत्विक, यार क्या बताऊं तेरे को उसने कहा मेरे को लगता था फ्रेंच डिस्पैच अभी तक की सबसे गंदी पिक्चर है वेस एंडरसन की। उसने कहा एस्ट्रॉइड सिटी में तो कुछ है ही नहीं। एंड लाइक सेम थिंग मेरे को हिंडोल ने बोली थी।
वो है यार, आई थिंक इट्स द मिड लाइफ क्राइसिस दैट हैज हिट वेस एंडरसन की ही हैज ऑल द पावर इन लाइक अ हॉलीवुड इकोसिस्टम। माइंड ओके स्पॉइलर बट लाइक ठीक है, फिल्म के ट्रेलर में ही है, मार्गो रॉबी इज इन द मूवी फॉर लाइक 5 सेकंड्स, लिटरली 5
What are
सेकंड
you
का।
saying?
वो एक
I didn't.
हाँ वो एक
Wow.
सीन के लिए आती है, एक लंबा सा मोनोलॉग देती है, चली जाती है। सो दैट इज द पावर वेस एंडरसन हैज। Any actor would like cut his right arm to be in a Wes Anderson movie, but like he doesn't know what to do with it, तो अभी थोड़ा सा वो डगमगा गए अभी।
Guys, एक और चीज बताओ, मेड इन हेवन इस महीने आया था या have we discussed it already?
इसी महीने आया था।
Guys, go for it. Disha, Hindol, Vaani, I haven't seen Made in Heaven, so you guys go for it.
Yeah, I've seen Made in Heaven.
Please बताइए। हमें कमेंट्स में बताइए मेड इन हेवन कैसा लगा गाइस।
हाँ मूविंग ऑन।
It wasn't.
या अच्छा यहाँ पे मेरे को पता था हिंडोल और वानी की लड़ाई होने वाली है। एंड
No, I
दिशा
didn't.
लाइक आप,
Yeah.
दिशा डिड यू वॉच इट?
I watched the first episode and I just couldn't get into it. This is of the second season. मैंने first season देखा है, but
हाँ
I
मैंने भी
couldn't
फर्स्ट
get
सीजन देखा, मैंने सेकंड सीजन नहीं देखा। Let's start with Vaani first. She'll play devil's advocate. Why is it nice, Vaani?
I didn't say it's nice. I
You
said
did
it's
say
not
it's
as
nice.
bad. It's not as bad as Hindol is making it out to be.
मैंने
हाँ
कुछ बोला ही नहीं, मैंने लिटरली कुछ नहीं बोला। I just did this.
But the thing
But
is,
Vaani,
Hindol
I
very
think
rarely trashes something. So when
Yeah, I
he
think.
does, you take it seriously.
No, I genuinely believe Hindol is very. I'm very lenient with my marking. Hindol
yeah,
is
she
like.
is. Vaani is. So I would love to see कि क्यों पसंद आया, बता दो।
See, I hated that it was preachy, but there
हाँ
were moments where it was nice.
yeah, जैसे I have heard जो नीरज गेवान ने वीडियो डायरेक्ट किया है, that is good. Like the video, मतलब episode number 3 जो दलित marriage वाला है, I've
5
heard it's good. Oh, it's 5. Okay,
हाँ
I've heard that is good. And that is one episode जिसकी मैंने तारीफ सुनी है। और मैंने मेड इन हेवन में किस किस चीज की तारीफ सुनी है, आप लोग बताओ। मतलब वानी लाइक हाउ इज द अर्जुन का, व्हाट्स हिज नेम, द मेल लीड एक्टर?
अर्जुन माथुर।
अर्जुन माथुर का कैसा है आंख? हिंडोल तो ऐसे कर रहे कि उनसे कोई बात ही नहीं कर रहा।
एक सुपर चैट आई, I would like to highlight that.
Hindol is staring at an imaginary gun in the corner. Who is stopping you from talking?
My inner conscience. But yeah, thank you Rohan.
Guys, thank you Rohan for the 100K वाला thing and hashtag ये अच्छा, ये आपके जो बहुत अच्छे फैन है वही।
हाँ ये
बहुत सही है रोहन,
हाँ ये
बहुत
हमारे सुपर फैन है दिशा इनके।
बहुत सही। मैं को एक चीज बताओ गाइस, मैं ये मेड इन हेवन से रिलेटेड कुछ पूछ रहा था, शिट इट्स दिमाग से निकल गया। आई वाज रियली आस्किंग समथिंग रिलेटेड टू इट, बट ओह शिट, चलो कुछ कोई बात नहीं। बट लाइक आई थॉट वी वुड डिस्कस लाइक मेड इन हेवन फॉर एटलीस्ट 20 मिनट्स।
हाँ एक सेकंड, चैट में किसी ने एक अच्छी चीज बोली है, कहा गया वो?
दिशा आपके कोई
This is my brother. The thing is, I have made him sit here. I'm holding him hostage क्योंकि मेरा इंटरनेट मैंने उसके हॉटस्पॉट पे कनेक्ट किया हुआ है, so he's waiting here.
Okay, guys, can everyone wish Advait happy Rakhi? He is like
Why
Disha's
do
brother.
everyone to make him their brother? Mat karo.
They
Yeah,
probably want
he's your
Disha to
brother.
leave sooner.
अच्छा अद्वैत ओपी हो जाएगा गाइस अद्वैत ओपी एंड जो अद्वैत का मतलब बताएगा उसको हम बहुत बड़ा शाउट आउट देंगे हिंडोल डू यू नो अद्वैत का मतलब
हाँ, I know. मतलब it's a
हाँ तो
philosophy in Indian. Yeah. Now give me my shout out.
हिंडोल ओपी अद्वैत ओपी
Yeah.
हाँ
He was
वानी
asking the meaning.
हाँ, so basically वो फॉर्मलेस वर्शिप को अद्वैत बात बोलते हैं कि भगवान का लाइक मेल फीमेल वर्जन को द्वैत बोलते हैं, लाइक द्वैत फॉर्म. एंड व्हेन यू से गॉड इज फॉर्मलेस एंड ओनली हैज वन एंटिटी, दैट इज अद्वैत फिलोसफी. तो ऐसा
can
है.
we have a Advait
That's
face
not the
reveal
meaning of
Disha
Advait.
हाँ
yeah
हाँ,
yeah
एक सेकंड मेड इन
we are
हेवन के
having
बारे में. हाँ
we are having a Advait face reveal guys अभी
Hello guys.
ए अद्वैत
हाय.
हाय आ जाओ बैठो Advait, you will have to give us recommendation. Laptop में थोड़ा सा उनको भी ले आइए दिशा.
One of my
Advait,
youngest brothers was dying to be a part of this shit.
Yeah.
He
so
didn't have
Advait,
it.
like, how did you like Made in Heaven?
Oh, I have not watched Made in Heaven.
What?
I
Tell
actually
us
don't
something
watch
good.
anything.
अच्छा तो
Yeah,
can you
yeah.
recommend us anything? Anything?
Anything. I watch anime, so I can
हाँ,
recommend.
go
Please,
for it, go
please,
for it.
please, please.
Okay,
थोड़ा
so
सा और
you
frame में
can.
लाइए दिशा इन्हें.
Okay,
हाँ.
okay.
Yeah.
So you guys all can watch like Attack on Titan or Death Note for starters.
हम्म.
For starters, भाई
Yeah,
अलग
for,
level.
for
Starter के लिए
starters,
Death Note.
it is a good anime for beginners.
For people who
For
don't,
Yeah,
beginners.
don't watch
Death
anime.
Note तो मैंने सुना है बिल्कुल expert mode है आपने beginner
नहीं
बना
नहीं
दिया.
नहीं
nay,
नहीं.
nay.
नहीं,
Honestly, no.
there is One Piece and all ना. आकाश बहुत बात
हाँ
करता है.
हाँ हाँ.
Yeah.
Do you watch One Piece?
नहीं, it's
अच्छा.
too long.
हाँ, it's too long.
हाँ.
No, but
Okay,
him and I
and
watched Tumbad with
Yeah,
our
yeah.
parents once again, and we loved it.
Advait, tell us about like where do you want to get famous? Instagram, YouTube. Tell us your Insta ID. Do you want to get famous?
My Instagram is private. I don't want anybody to.
Oh, so
Yeah.
अच्छा. Do you want to make any of your friends famous? हाँ भाई हमें आजकल बहुत लोग सुनते हैं आप बताओ like anything.
Oh, okay. Uh, just tell them to spam Sudhir.
Okay
On
guys,
in the
Sudhir.
chat.
Yeah, in the chat.
Okay.
Guys chat में जितने अभी 150 200 जितने लोग देख रहे हैं सब सुधीर लिख दो like मतलब मजा आ जाएगा. Let's make Sudhir the new Binod guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
ठीक है
yeah.
सबको बिनोद बुला दो सुधीर
Start a new trend.
लाइक अब हमारे प्रोड्यूसर अगर यहाँ पे बड़ा सुधीर लगा दो अब सिर्फ सुधीर की बात है.
अनिकेत ने सुधर लिखा है.
I mean, Sudhir needs to take that feedback.
सुधीर इज द न्यू विनोद गाइस. सुधीर हमें इसका कॉन्टेक्स्ट भी मत देना. इट्स बेटर दैट वे. वी डोंट वांट द कॉन्टेक्स्ट.
Okay, you all
सुधर जा
continue.
सुधीर.
इसको भेज दो.
चलो तो bye.
चलो. Yeah, Sudhir, guys, this is nice.
सुधीर.
Amazing. And we also have to wrap our like stream a little earlier today क्योंकि like a lot of us have things to do. So क्योंकि हम सब travel कर रहे हैं आज राखी भी है. अब एक last like वो spree वाली चीज करेंगे जल्दी. दिशा अगर आपको डिनर के लिए जाना है हम 2-4 मिनट और ले सकते हैं. Do you have to leave right now?
I just want to discuss one thing because I know it's
Yeah.
one of your favorites, and that's why I wanted to tell you कि मैंने देखा है. I watched the second season of Master of None, and मैंने first नहीं देखा है, and I loved it so much. It's great, and there are so many things to love about it. But my biggest this was कि यार लड़के कितने normal होते हैं. I think for so long on like the media representation of men is they are doing intense masculine things all the time. He's so chill, and I was like हाँ ऐसे ही तो होते हैं. But
Oh
वो
man,
इतना
such a
देखा है.
beautiful explanation, dude. Like लड़के के.
He's meeting
I'm trying.
friends, he's listening to people, he's going on walks, and just the idea of a guy going on a walk with his friend is so foreign to me. I was like, fuck, I need to talk to my male friends again to remember what they're like.
Yeah, man. I think it's one of the greatest things ever made. Like, and I just get very happy whenever anyone mentions Master of None season 2. It's great, guys. And we'll just do a speed run. Like, Disha, do you have a few minutes? एक जल्दी से सब speed run कर लें.
Okay, yes, done.
ठीक है, ओके, आई विल स्टार्ट. ठीक है, मेरे को भी फिर निकलना है. देयर इज दिस वानी, यू नीड टू पे अटेंशन फॉर दिस. ओके, देयर इज दिस यूट्यूब चैनल कॉल्ड बुक क्लब रेडियो. बुक क्लब रेडियो पे आपको देयर आर 4-5 आर्टिस्ट दे ब्रिंग. पार्टी चल रही होती है, येलो लाइट्स होती है, ऑरेंज लाइट्स होती है एक्चुअली. 4-5 लोग पीछे बैठ के खाना खा रहे होते हैं, पार्टी कर रहे होते हैं. आई बीन शेयरिंग अ लॉट ऑफ इट इन द म्यूजिक क्लब एंड दे आर प्लेइंग इलेक्ट्रॉनिक म्यूजिक. And I just love the name of the channel so much, Book Club Radio. And you'll just get a lot of party music, house music on this like YouTube channel. Okay. And then I would want to recommend, there is this beautiful place, shout out to Vaishnav in Mumbai, Disha, Hindol. If you guys haven't been there, you need to go tomorrow only. It's called KC Roasters. KC Roasters एक छोटू सा cafe है. Have you been there?
Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
there.
केसी रोस्ट बहुत प्यारी जगह है. एंड लाइक आई हैड लाइक I was on my morning walk at Carter Road and I bumped into Vaishnav and he's like, hey, and then he took me to KC Roasters. वो बहुत टाइम से लेके जाना चाहता था, so we did that. I watched a play and I know Vaani would also have a play recommendation. I watched a play, Man to Ismat Hazir Ho. I had like literally traveled to watch this play. And this play is directed by Nasir sir and like इसमें रत्ना मैम ने एक्ट किया है. और मेरी इसमत चुगताई की, मंटो की लाइक नॉर्मल लोगों से थोड़ी ही कम नॉलेज थी. बट ये देखने के बाद मेरा दिमाग फ्लिप हो गया. और पर्टिकुलरली आई गॉट लाइक ऑब्सेस्ड विद इसमत चुगताई और उनकी जो एक शॉर्ट स्टोरी है विच इज, इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग, लिहाफ.
Liaf.
एंड लिहाफ का जो डायरेक्शन है यार, मजा आ गया मेरे को देख के. इट्स अ 2 hour लॉन्ग प्ले. आई थिंक दिस इज द फर्स्ट प्ले जो मैंने देखा जहाँ पे इंटरमिशन था. एंड आई हैड गॉन विद लाइक आकाश हमारी टीम से, सो लाइक इट वाज अ लॉट ऑफ फन एंड good stuff, yaar. It was really good. So I would strongly recommend Manto Ismat Hazir. Vaani, do you also want to talk about the one you saw?
Yeah, I traveled to Delhi to watch this play Ismat Apa ke naam. So it has again directed by Nasir sir, and it has his daughter and Ratna ma'am and himself, and they narrate 3 stories by Ismat Chugtai, and brilliant stories, all of them. One is
Does it
Mughal.
also, did it have Lihaf in it?
No.
Got
It has
got
Mughlai Bacha. I can't remember the names. I'm so sorry. One is Mughlai Bacha. The other one is Chui Mui. I can't remember the name of the third movie. The
Got it.
third story. But again, it's brilliant.
Great. Few more like recommendations. I have been eating these protein biscuits. Again, a recommendation by my dad. These are called Threptin. I don't know if you guys are aware of it.
Yeah, so
This,
tasty. But aren't those eaten by pregnant women only?
no. Like this is eaten. Guys, मेरे को एकदम से conscious कर दिया. मैं क्या बोलूं?
No, I'm sorry, but like the thing is, every time I've eaten them is because some Masi of mine was pregnant and she had those green color ka tin hota hai na? है ना?
I think they're immunity boosters and they
Yeah,
help in
मतलब it's-
muscle
Yeah,
build.
so that makes sense. That's why pregnant.
Thank you, Vaani. Thank you so much.
But yeah, I would understand why pregnant women eat them. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like
Yeah.
it's basically promoted as an in between meal. तो मेरे को ऐसी वो चीज चाहिए जब मैं ऐसे आलू भुजिया नहीं खाऊं या नवरत्न क्या आते हैं वो हल्दीराम नवरत्न मिक्स वो नहीं खाऊं, तो उसकी बहुत अच्छी रिप्लेसमेंट है थ्रिप्टन के बिस्किट्स. एंड देयर इज अ लेडी आई हैव बीन ऑब्सेस्ड विद, एंड दिशा मेरे को लगता है यू कैन लाइक kind of make a show like this and you can beat her at this game, which is Bobby Altoff. Okay, did you watch her videos? Can you please go and watch her videos? ये
Is this
बंदी
the same one
अभी
you sent me a link for?
no वो तो अच्छे वाले हैं. This is the one where she makes a guest awkward. This is like the female version of Between Two
Oh,
Ferns. She
yeah.
had Mark Cuban. She had Drake. The episode was so awkward they had to delete the episode. Drake unfollowed her. इतनी controversy हुई है. And Khalid and Sameer made a video about it कि who is Bobby Altoff? She's everywhere. She's suddenly getting all these biggies on a podcast. ये क्या game खेल रहे हैं? Guys, वो इतनी awkward होती है ना, and she keeps asking for like money from the guest. Can you please give me $10,000? They're like, no. Can you give me $5,000? And they're like, no. और वो बहुत awkward कर देती है. So बंदी smart है, खतरनाक game खेल रही है, and I think you guys need to watch Bobby Altoff, okay? and that's there. And I have been बहुत सारे quotes हैं. Vani gave me a very good recipe. Vani, can I like showcase the recipe?
Yeah,
Put water to boil, add soft fennel seeds. If you feel up for it, add 1 to cloves. मैं वानी की कैसे recommendation लिखी हुई है. What's the name of the this like drink, Vani? Like मैंने title नहीं लिखा हुआ.
I have no idea.
Oh, I tried this Vaani after the last stream when you spoke about your recipe. I tried it. I mean, I couldn't remember all the spices you told to add, but मैंने वो
But
बनाई थी the soft tea.
कहेंगे क्या इसको? What would we call it?
Vani's
एक
personal
Coffee.
recipe.
Vani's personal recipe, guys.
1.0, there'll be more to come.
Yeah. So that is there. And if you want to go a little more wild, add 1 cardamom elaichi, heat until boiled and the color moves to light green. You can pour in the crab along with the materials or drain out the water and drink the water. Very very interesting recipe. मेरे पास इसकी image भी है, हम इसकी image भी दिखा सकते हैं. And yeah, that's pretty much it. बहुत सारी किताबें हैं जिनकी मैं बात करना चाहता हूँ, but if Vani allows, I might be picking up the book for next month, and that is something I'm really dying to talk about. And yeah, this was it from my end. Vani, ऐसे क्यों देख रहे हो कि मैंने कुछ बहुत गलत बोला?
No, nothing. You are allowed to pick the book for the month of September, but you better talk about it in the video before you talk about it here.
Nice. In the video, cool. हाँ, वो नहीं कर रहा हूँ, नहीं कर रहा.
Cool.
Done. So how many likes do we have? How many people watching?
164 likes and 178 people watching.
ठीक है guys, जल्दी से कर दो. Vinayak is saying वानी की डिश के लिए, why does it sound like a potion?
Yeah. Potion for better
Yeah.
skin.
Yeah, potion for better skin. There is a super chat. By Tarun. I have just joined my college, so I didn't have the time to check out channel lately. I wish I soon join the membership. I have 2 director recommendations. Can you please pronounce anyone, guys? I can't pronounce these guys.
Andre Zinag.
Andre Bhai
and
Alrik
Alrik Bhai. We will watch.
Alrik Bhai.
Thank you,
Tarun. And like he said clearly, इन्होंने membership की बात की. Guys, please become our members. That is our like जैसे वो हमारा main चीज है, exclusivity, the clubs and everything. We have been getting so many new members. And if any of the members are watching the video, please like comment about your experience and push people to buy the early membership. Like I say, it's not just about supporting the channel. हमारी services इतनी cool है यहाँ पे, so holy shit, this is actually good. So yeah, that's there. And that's it. Like speedy recovery नहीं, speed run कौन करना चाहेगा?
I'll go next.
Yeah.
Cool. I won't give you any description. I'll just tell you names and आप बाद में देख लेना, ठीक है? तो Instagram पे there is this person called Rishabh Shukla. आपको इनको follow करना चाहिए. ये बहुत अच्छी reels बनाते हैं. And Vaibhav and I, we did a lecture recently about like advertising, branding वगैरह, and we recorded this guy's that lecture, so he's that good. So that is one. Second, there is a very particular reel that I need you to watch, which is Prabhu Deva dancing with his father. So his father was Sundaram, who was one of the biggest choreographers in like movies, and they like did a dance thing on a reality show. बहुत like very wholesome reel. Food में I have one restaurant recommendation in Bandra. It's called Project Hum. बहुत अच्छा खाना मिलता है वहाँ पे. And I found out that the owner is like my college senior. So आपको अगर कभी भी discount चाहिए तो उसको मैसेज करो, मुझे मत मैसेज करो. हाँ. And the whole name thing, जो Vaani like couldn't figure out a name for a recipe. It reminded me of this YouTube channel that I'm watching. It's called Chef Tyler. तो ये बहुत ही funny ऐसे food videos बनाते हैं. So this guy is lactose intolerant, but every video of his is about cheese. कोई ना कोई चीज रिलेटेड रेसिपी होती है, एंड ही इज लाइक देयर आर नो रूल्स. तो क्या हुआ अगर मैं लैक्टोज इंटॉलरेंट हूँ, मैं खाने वाला हूँ चीज, तो इसका वैसा है. एंड लाइक ही इज, उसके सारे वीडियो सिर्फ शॉर्ट्स हैं, तो लाइक वेरी इजी टू कंज्यूम, एंड हिज फूड इज ऑल्सो वेरी नाइस. तो वो है शेफ टाइलर. एंड हाँ, सो उसकी हर वीडियो में एक लाइन होती है कि आई डोंट नो व्हाट टू कॉल दिस सैंडविच, यू कैन कॉल इट व्हाट एवर यू वांट, आई एम गोइंग टू कॉल दिस डैडी. तो ऐसे उसके वीडियोस रहते हैं. हाँ. Music
Nice.
recommendations जल्दी से बता देता हूँ. There is this new channel that I've discovered. It's called Deb Official, DEBB Official. तो ये techno remix करते हैं like of Bollywood songs. Very nice remix. एक channel है Acoustic Trench. It has this dog called Maple जो drums बजाती है. कैसे बजाती है, क्यों बजाती है, I won't tell you how, but you need to watch. It's like a very nice, soothing, wholesome channel. From the movie Jailer, there is a song called Ratamare. बहुत अच्छा गाना है, and like the song will make you cry ऐसे normally also, and then once you see the movie, it will make you cry 10 times more. So great song. Then I was researching for something which didn't happen, but through that I discovered this thing called G9 musical quiz on Radio Nasha. तो इसमें क्या होता है, like they get like let's say Anu Malik, and वो उनको उन्हीं के underrated like songs which people don't know about वो सुनाते हैं, and then Anu Malik tells you like stories. So they've done this with like a lot of people, Kumar Chanu, Anu Malik, and everyone. So like great series for Bollywood nostalgia. And there is a song from this movie called London Dreams. इसका नाम है खाना बदोश. बहुत अच्छा गाना. I have Spotify algorithm recommended it to me, so I embraced it with open arms. So yeah. And last recommendation, Godfather's Club पे मुझे एक वेबसाइट के बारे में पता चला. इसका नाम है 12feet.io, 12ft.io. I won't tell you what this website does क्योंकि वो थोड़ा सा illegal है, but great website nonetheless. So yeah.
Lovely.
Those were my
Lovely. Great recommendations and all. Disha, Vaani, like, do you want to do a speed run?
I just have 3 books to recommend. Is my video okay? Yeah. I just have 3 books to recommend. I'll start with. So initially, I wanted to pick up a Hindi book for the month of September. But like now, obviously, Vaibhav will be picking up a book. Anyway. But anyway, so I kind of picked up a few Hindi books in the month of August, and one of them is Urdu Ki Aakhri Kitab. It's by Ibn Insha. I've always really admired this writer, and it's a satire on at the society, on a lot of things. So if you want to get into Urdu, etc., please pick up Urdu Ki Aakhri Kitab. Although it says Aakhri Kitab, it's actually for starters. The next book that I want to talk about is, of course, I recommended it on Kitabi Cabins also. In case you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe now. It's called Memoirs of a Dutiful Daughter. It's by Simone de Beauvoir. And it's again a beautiful, beautiful book where she kind of ponders upon her life and as a 5-year-old up until now. So it's an amazing book. And the last book that I want to recommend is Ret Samadhi by Gitanjali Shri. She was, you might know it better off as The Tomb of Sand, which won the Booker Prize for 2022. But I picked it up in Hindi intentionally, and it's been amazing so far. Ret Samadhi, really, really nice and interesting. I think the better version is in Hindi. A lot of people have been telling me, but I don't know. So these were my 3 recommendations.
Amazing. Thank you, Vaani. Thank you, Hindol. Thank you, Disha, for the recommendations. I hope you guys had fun, and I hope जितने लोगों ने stream देखा मजा आया. अगर आप यहाँ तक stream देख रहे हैं तो please like करना. And I'm loving how you guys are like putting all the hashtags on all our long form videos. And hashtag अगर आप यहाँ तक video देखा हो तो what should be the hashtag for this episode? What hashtag?
Sudhir है हमारे पास.
Yes. इस यहाँ तक देखा है तो the hashtag is Sudhir. You have to use Sudhir in the chat, like not in the chat, in the comments. Chat में हमने enough कर लिया. Sudhir के stonks guys next कल देखना कितने. And yeah, this is amazing. Thank you so much for watching. We are putting out some great long form episodes for you. I hope you're liking it, like you're liking the work we are doing on Second Last Supper, Kitabi Cabin, Chalchitra ka Insta, Kitabi Cabins ka Insta, everything. So thank you so much for being a part of this journey, guys. Have a great Rakhi. Have a great weekend. आ गया क्या? Have a great week. तो बहुत awkward लगता है ना. So,
have a great week ahead.
Yeah. Have a great week ahead. Yes.
Have a great life ahead. Chalo. Yeah, तुमको.
Yeah. And we'll see you soon. Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you. Bye. Bye, everyone. Ending the stream.